question?
I think most of my patients who were in the room have heard this lecture before.
Who's responsible to train the doctors?
That's a great question.
Train the doctors.
Any doctor that you go to.
You
Okay,
are.
there's a number of training things. Most neurology residencies who train neurologists, adult and pediatric, have rotations through neuromuscular disease, which includes the MDA clinic, which works with Friedreich's, and they rotate through movement disorders, which includes disorders of balance and coordination. So somewhere in their training, the average neurologist has heard about Friedreich's ataxia, has heard about some of the other rare disorders. They might have seen a case or two in their training. At UCLA, we actually have a separate neurogenetics rotation where the residents rotate through as part of a subspecialty rotation, and they all get to see Friedreich's. So that's one thing, but that's only a few residents per year. At the national meetings, the American Academy of Neurology, American Neurological Association, there are often presentations and posters about current research involving Friedreich's. I think a rare disease becomes very interesting to people who wouldn't really think about it when you have a newly approved drug. So I would expect, should there be in the next several months a newly approved drug, that there's going to be a lot of interest amongst healthcare professionals to find out more. And then the FARA website is invaluable. Yes?
I guess my question had the hook that when you go to your PCP, your local doctor, and you like them, your kids have known them all their life, you'd like to stay with them, the answer is you, the parent, or you, the FA'er, are really responsible to train them using the stuff that you've talked about?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've had the experience that doctors are actually, I don't want that, be louder. Doctors are actually really excited. When I tell them what I have, they go, oh, they can look it up. They all have laptops right there. So my cardiologist is very excited to look it up. And they want to learn.
Dr. Perlman, for people in the room who maybe have not come to see you, currently you provide both clinical care and access to research studies, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And for people who might live far away, can that clinical care then be coordinated back to their local physicians?
We do a lot of coordination with primary care physicians and neurologists and cardiologists in the community, even very far away. Email, secure medical email, electronic medical record makes it much easier to do that. But there's still, are going to be visits where I don't have the information. The person's doctor has retired and there's a new doctor, they don't know who the doctor is yet. So sometimes there is going to be a gap in that communication. But in order to keep this team effort going, we all need to focus on making sure everybody knows everything that's going on.
And how many FA research studies do you currently have ongoing in your clinic?
Okay, well, the ones that FARA supports, we are working with the regular natural history study, FACOMS, Friedreich's ataxia clinical outcome measures. We're participating in the FA child version of that, which has extra visits and additional measures, perhaps more sensitive to a young person. We're involved in the collection of biospecimens. We're seeing people in the extension phase of the Riata study. We're just starting up the retrotope study. We screened our first patient. So a little bit behind our competitors on the East Coast, but we'll catch up. And I think that's the active studies we have right now.
Thank you.
And we're always open for more. Right, guys? All right, good. Yes. The cutoff age, the cutoff age for many of the trials is usually around 45. If there are trials that require people to be able to walk with a walker, the average FA or, in their 30s and 40s may not be able to meet that requirement. So there's a little wiggle room, and they usually go out to age 45. Many of our patients with later onset Friedreich's or milder forms of Friedreich's, are living, well into their 50s and 60s, and feel left out to some extent. Over the years, I've tried to encourage the drug companies to have, with whatever double-blind, placebo-controlled, very restricted enrollment they have, to enroll at least a dozen patients that are older, that don't meet the physical criteria. Nothing that would compromise safety, but just something that would give them a broader look at the FA population. Nobody has done that yet. But I think with one drug trial for a different disease, different company than the ones working with FA, they were running a double-blind placebo-controlled trial and excluded a lot of my patients for all the little details that they have to be aware of. So I applied to the FDA for investigator-initiated study, and I was given permission to enroll up to 30 people who were older, who had different symptoms, who had other features that weren't being looked at in the official trial. But it's a lot of work to do that, and I still think companies should be a little open-minded about doing at least one arm that's an open arm with people outside their criteria. But we need to keep that message going. One little question over there. You can make a regular appointment with a referral from your regular doctor, the way anybody would be seen at UCLA. If you are interested in exploring research opportunities, you can contact my team members directly, and they can bring you in as a research visit, but we can still get involved in clinical activities as well. Yes, my department doesn't like that.
And we have the contact information on the FARA website. So if you go to the FARA website and you go to clinical research, we list all the sites, and we have email and phone number for the coordinators at Dr. Perlman's site, so you can get their direct contact information.
With the Cleveland Clinic.
Repeat the
The
question.
ones in Las Vegas? We do have a relationship with them, and some of our doctors have moved from Los Angeles to work in the Cleveland Clinic and know the movement disorders group there quite well. I don't think they are actively involved in Friedreich's research, but I think they probably do. They follow a few of my patients. So. Yeah, there is on the FARA website a link to donate after death. And we do have a brain bank that has been doing research for many years on tissues that people have donated, and have taught us a lot about the things that we need to look for in clinical trials and just in the natural history itself.
Yeah, so your question was about organ and tissue donation, and yes, there's a need for that. If it's something that you would like to participate in and you'd like to make that donation, one strong piece of advice is start the process well in advance, because there's consent issues that have to take place, and there are logistics that can be arranged ahead of time, just so that your wishes are carried out, and that, upon death, everything's sort of set up to make that happen, because there isn't a big window of time from when somebody passes to when the tissues can be harvested. They degrade quickly, so time is of the essence, but all of that can be set up in advance and well planned out. And we have some resources on the website. We're currently actually developing a lot more. Rachel Bartak has started working with us to help update all the information that's there so that it's very clear for you how to do that, should that be something you'd like to do.
I have a quick question, sorry. Can you just do a Krista about how her training was done?
I know there's research going on with it, and I think it may be part of one of the upcoming presentations. I'm sure that there's a basic scientist somewhere at UCLA who's working with CRISPR, but for clinical trials, it's just not at that point.
That was a